start with a little Rumi. Do you know Rumi?
Chinese.
He is from Morocco. And go right back on the mat. So you stay there. I'm gonna, like I said, be moving around and try the soles of your feet together. Exactly. How does that feel?
Really.
All right. And the arms, you know, different positions with the arms. I find out and T is probably like the most of a shoulder opener, but certainly up overhead. And we're gonna start to move around in that position shortly. But for now, let's take in these words that come to us from the 1200s. Rumi was a Sufi poet, but no religion really could claim him. Everybody tried to claim him, but he referred to Muhammad, Moses, Jesus, Buddha. You know, he is truly a non-denominational or non-religious, but very mystical, very spiritual poet. So this is one of my favorites. It's called The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all. Even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture, still treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thoughts, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. So begin to deepen your breath, and as I said, let this be a time to, as best as you can, pay all of your attention, close to 100% of your attention, to yourself. The most obvious is the physical body. So start by noticing any prominent physical sensations. So we're going to scan the body from the crown of the head down, the face. Go ahead and tighten up your face a little bit. Move your mouth around, open the eyes up wide, then shut your eyes tight. Move your jaw around. Start to move the muscles of your face around. And then relax. Relax the muscles in your face. The jaw often kind of sets the tone for the rest of the body. So if you are clenching your jaw, often the rest of your body is tight. So a good little trick to loosen the jaw is to create a little space between the tongue and the roof of the mouth to swallow once, and let there be a little a little space between the teeth. So just listening to the sounds, allowing yourself to drop down to a different level of presence, allowing the mind to quiet, just noticing what your mind is doing right now. Labeling the thoughts. Ooh, do you want to come? Yeah. All right, stay right there. I'm just going to get another mat set up. That one's a little wet, Donna. It's all right. You're good with the blocks. And we're on film. No. All right. Come on, get out of here. All right, so have you done this with me before where you start on the roll?
I started on the roll.
Okay. Never can say it enough. This is for you, Donna. Let this time be like you're having a date with yourself. It's a new love. So dote on yourself. Let this next hour be your time to just pay all of your attention to your body. Pay attention to sensations. Just dote on yourself with your own attention. And start by deepening the breath. The breath is your little helper in order to do this. Paying attention to the mind. What's the quality of your mind right now? Just noticing your thoughts like a cat that's staring at a mouse hole, waiting for the mouse to come out of the hole. With your thoughts in the same way, you're the cat. What's the next thought going to be? And as soon as you're watching your thoughts like that, you're no longer swept up in the stream of thoughts. You're the watcher, you're the witness. So what? Just labeling your thoughts. Oh, there's a thought about what's for breakfast. There's a thought about what am I going to do later. There's a thought about yesterday. So stepping out of that stream of thoughts and watching the quality of your thoughts. Maybe finding that as you're waiting, as you're watching for that next thought, there's space between your thoughts where there's no thoughts. And then paying attention to the most subtle body, the emotional body. So give yourself your own weather report. So I'm just going to ask you guys, how do you feel? How do you feel right now? And answer me in a weather report in your mind. What's your weather report? I feel like a big, bright, sunny day. I feel like a storm, a tornado, a hurricane. You could also use the metaphor of water. Are you a placid lake, a roaring river, a stormy ocean, or a calm, warm sea like we have here? And without judging, without, oh, this is good or bad, just noticing, just observing yourself, noticing what's there. No right or wrong. And bring your hands on your belly. And we're going to start with the most basic breath, 3-part breath or Dirga Pranayama. Allow your next inhalation to expand this area right underneath your hand. So feel how that breath originates right below the navel. And now slide the hands up to the rib cage. Feel how that breath rises up, the ribs expand, and then slide the hands up to the collarbones and feel your inhalation touch this area. So leave the hands up there on the collarbones for a moment and take another inhalation in and see if you can touch this area with the next breath. Inhaling all the way up to touch the collarbones. And then slide the hands back down to the belly on the next exhale and just follow your breath one more time. Feeling the breath rise up from belly, up through rib cage, up to touch the collarbones. Dirga Pranayama, or 3-part breath. Prana translates to your life force energy. Yama translates to harness or to stretch out, to utilize. So like a windmill harnessing the wind, what we're doing right now is harnessing this natural resource that we have, which is our breath, to create more power, to create electricity, to create energy in the body. So once you have a feel for this level of depth in your breath, moving through these 3 parts, allow your hands to move back to where they're most comfortable, maybe out to T, or take a stretch overhead with your breath. And we're going to move into the next pranayama, which works in conjunction with this Dirga Pranayama, 3-part breath. So Ujjayi breath, or victorious breath. It's a great ally, not only in the practice of yoga, but in the practice of life. Just being in traffic, being in any stressful situation. Give yourself a couple hits of Ujjayi breath, and it is amazing how it can change a situation. So to practice this on the next exhalation, open your lips and let out a nice loud HA. Try this a couple times, really observing how the length of your exhale, try to get the length of your exhale even with the length of your inhale. It's almost like you're coughing out the last few drops of air. It's breathy, it's like you're fogging up a mirror. Next time you're making this exhale sound, close the lips halfway through and see if you can continue making that sound behind closed lips. It'll sound like... See if you can pick up the sound on the inhale so the entire breath is done behind closed lips. The end result will sound like Darth Vader. You'll feel a bit like Darth Vader. If you do, then you know you've got it. Also called ocean sounding breath. So it's like you've got the waves making that sound. So try to use these 2 breaths throughout the rest of the practice. If anything feels forced or unnatural, let it go. And just focus on breathing as slowly and deeply as you can. But if this is coming naturally to you, and let it come more and more as you practice, like I said, it can be a great ally. It just calms you down. It's like bringing that quality of sitting by the ocean and just listening to the waves to your own body. So speaking of body, pay attention to your body now and notice if you need to shift or move or anything. There's a lot of options. You can straighten out your legs. You can get the hip opener with the knees apart. You can bend both knees and let both of your feet relax on the ground with bent knees. So just notice if there's anything you can do to make yourself more comfortable. Again, doting on yourself. This is your date with your body. Just dote on yourself. Think about all of the time during the day that you can't pay attention to yourself. So really don't let anything steal your attention from yourself right now. This is your time. And if you want to come off the roll at any point, also pay attention to your back if that would feel good. We're only going to be here for another few minutes. So we're going to add movement to breath and establish that connection between breath and movement. Allow your hands to rest down on the floor by your hips. And as if you're making a snow angel, allow your next inhale to take the arms up overhead, dragging the fingers along the floor, dragging the arms along the floor, and then exhale them right back down. So in a sun breath, laying on the ground, inhaling up, exhaling down, and let this be a time to establish that strong connection between your breath and movement. So follow your breath with your movement. Don't follow your movement with your breath. Your breath is what's guiding the speed of your movement, what's guiding the quality of your movement. And the next time you're inhaling your arms up overhead, interlace all 10 fingers, and then lower your palms down onto your head like a little tap with your elbows wide. Just gently rock right to left, get a nice stretch in the shoulder blades, massage the shoulder blades a little bit along that rolled mat, gently back and forth. Bring the knees up if they're not already there with the soles of the feet on the ground. And let the knees fall to the left as the arms come back out in T. Let the arms just stretch out in a T with the knees left. And once your knees are resting to the left, look right. Just kind of lean to the right, taking a gentle twist. Take honor your knees are left whenever you're ready to rest them there. And then you can take the right hand onto the right shoulder and just kind of rotate the elbow up and down a little bit, getting a good massage on that right shoulder blade. So shift around a little bit and find a way to kind of hook that right shoulder blade along that rolled mat. Yeah, little audible sighs are always good. Maybe stretching that right arm out or up overhead, letting go of the shoulder, stretching it up like a windshield wiper, making some big arm circles, getting a little synovial fluid in that rotator cuff. And when you're ready, taking that right arm back out to T and taking the knees over to the other side for the same thing. So just start with a gentle twist, knees come right, your gaze is left. Take a deep breath and then take that left hand to the left shoulder and make little circles. Shifting to hook that left shoulder blade now. Get into those traps, get into those juicy areas. And staying with that slow, deep, maybe audible breath, victorious breath, or Ujjayi breathing. Breathing through those 3 parts, feeling each inhale rise all the way up to the collarbone. letting go of the shoulder, letting the arm extend, and then taking that arm in any direction that feels good. Up overhead in a big circle, switch directions in a circle. And allow that the left arm to come all the way over to the right side, bringing your knees up a little closer, coming all the way over onto your right side into a fetal, right side, into a fetal position. And I'm going to take the lows away. So you want to bring you already got it done, your right arm up a little bit so your head is resting. And then we're going to kick the left leg out towards the water. And I'll kind of come here so you guys can see where we're going with this. So you're going to kick the leg out and just start by rotating that foot in a couple circles in one direction, a couple in the other. And then just like we breathe the arms up and down, inhale that leg straight up into the air and then exhale it right back down. So moving with your breath at your own pace. Try to get as full as you can. So the movement's going to be really slow because the breath is really slowed down. And one more time. As you inhale that leg up, hold for a moment, and then begin to rotate that leg in a big circle, lubricating that greater trochanter, that big ball and socket joint, getting all the synovial fluid in there like the Tin Man, getting the oil can, nice and slow, and then switch directions of the circle. Stay with the slow breath. And the next time that leg is up in the air, reach up and see if you can grab the big toe. If that's not happening, grab the calf or the back of the leg. You want to be able to straighten that leg and get a nice stretch. So the point of grabbing the toe is so you can just kind of let the leg hang out and stretch. Almost like you're pulling it taut. Think of a bow. And one more breath into the stretch. Maybe drawing your leg a little closer to the head to deepen the stretch. Exhale, relax everything back down. Just hang out in a fetal position for a moment. Receive the benefits of what you just did. Rest, relax. And when you're ready, take that left hand over to the other side and let the knees come over to the other side for the same thing. Getting into a fetal position on the left side. And then extending that right leg straight out. So you want to at first extend it, keep it parallel, and then rotate the foot. Yep, get a little oil can to the ankle. And then moving with your breath when you're ready, inhale that leg straight up into the air, and then exhale down. So take about 3 or 4 of these lifts with your breath at your own pace, and then when you're ready, moving into those leg circles. Donna, you missed the opening moving poem. So as you do this, I'm going to read the guest house once more. A Sufi poet in the 1200s wrote this, the guest house. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a newness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all. Even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture, still treat each guest honorably, who may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. And the next time that leg is straight up in the air, go ahead and grab a toe or the calf or the back of the hamstrings and just allow that leg to get a nice stretch. Send that strong Ujjayi Durga Pranayama, that 3-part audible breath into the points where you feel the nice sensation. And then allow that right leg to bend, taking the right hand onto the knee, coming back onto a flat surface, so you're rolling back onto your back. Take your left hand, interlace all 10 fingers right below the right knee, and draw that right thigh into the right side of the body. So let the right thigh kind of fall out to the right side, so you're not drawing it right in on your rib cage. And isolate the activity to your arms. So everything else relax. Relax your face, relax your shoulders, relax your neck, relax your left leg, your left hip. And now engage the biceps and the triceps and draw that right thigh nice and tight into the right side and breathe against that pressure. Massaging the ascending colon. This is called Pavana Muktasana, literally translates to wind moving pose. So, sorry, my humor is immature.
I get it.
But it's good digestive work. We feed you well here at Nicuesa, so it's very important. We're massaging our ascending colon. So drawing this right thigh a little deeper in. Really, feeling strong, kind of feel tough, you know, feel those muscles, the biceps and the triceps working. And exhale, let go. Bring the left knee up, left foot to the floor, cross the right ankle over the top of the left knee. Take the right hand to the inside of the right thigh. We're coming into a figure 4 stretch. Beautiful. Yep, you guys got it. Press the inside of the right thigh away. And then slide the right hand underneath the right leg, lift the left foot, and interlace all 10 fingers along the hamstrings of the left leg. So you've got 90 degrees under the left knee. Flex the left foot and draw that left knee a little closer to the head for a deeper stretch. If you want even a deeper stretch, you can interlace the fingers on the shin of the left leg. Either way is good. And again, breathing in to the points where you feel the most sensation. Maybe revving it up a little more, drawing the left knee a little closer to the head for one more breath. And exhale, release, uncross the right foot, let the right leg extend, take the hands to the shin of the left leg, and we're going to come into that Pavana Muktasana on this side. So let the left thigh kind of fall out to the left, engage the arms, relax everything else. So start to draw the left thigh into the left side, but your face is relaxed, your head, neck, and shoulders is relaxed. Your right leg now is relaxed, your right hips are relaxed, and now let those muscles bulge in the arms. Isolate that activity and start to really draw your left thigh in as you breathe against that draw. Nice strong breath. Feel the next inhale. Go through all 3 of those parts. Belly, rib cage, up to the collarbones. And come into your fullest extent of Pavana Muktasana. Really draw that, squeeze it in. Last breath. And the next exhale, release. Take the right foot to the floor, bending the knee, cross the left ankle over the top of the right knee, figure 4. Take the left fingertips and just press the inside of the left thigh away, getting a little massage to the inside of the left thigh. And then slide the left hand underneath the left leg, lift the right foot, interlace all 10 fingers along the hamstrings of the right leg. You got 90 degrees under that right knee, flex the right foot and rev it. Rev the stretch by drawing the right knee closer to the head. Relax the face, relax. Remember the rule of thumb about the jaw. If your teeth are clenched, if your jaw is tight, that usually is sending a message to the rest of the muscles of the body. So a good trick throughout the day is just swallow once, get a little space between the teeth, space between the tongue and the roof of the mouth, and allow maybe a gentle smile on the lips. Just turning the corners of the lips up ever so slightly will make a big difference. Just relaxing the face, relaxing the jaw. And release, uncrossing the left leg, draw both knees in. Now see if you can clasp opposite elbows. Really hug yourself, hug your knees into your chest. So you want to hook your knees. Yeah, your arms are around your thighs. And give yourself the biggest bear hug you can. So you can even take your knees up, your nose up to your knees and become like a little seed. and really hug yourself with the same intention that you give to a loved one. So this theme of loving yourself, try to throw away all thoughts of, oh my God, this is corny, I don't like this new age stuff. And really, it's so important. If you don't love yourself, it's really hard to love anything else or anyone else. So hugging yourself in that same way that you'd hug a loved one, really loving yourself, giving yourself that bear hug. And also massaging the transverse colon. All right. And exhale, let that go. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor, close to the hips, so the knees are up in the air. Bring the arms right down by your sides, so the palms are resting on the floor by your hips. You want to imagine you've got like an orange or a grapefruit between your knees. So Anna, bring your knees a little closer together. Donna, you're looking good. We're going to work with Setu Bandhasana bridge. On the next inhale, press the sacrum into the floor and start to lift the hips up. Take it all the way up to the top of the breath, and then exhale right back down. So you're going to peel your spine off the floor on the inhale, and then relax it back down on the exhale. Try to isolate it to each individual vertebrae. Peeling the spine up on the inhale, vertebrae by vertebrae. Lifting the hips a little higher on the next breath, and exhale back down. On this third breath, as you inhale your hips up, we're going to hold and begin to walk the shoulders together, begin to walk the hands together underneath you, walk the elbows closer together. So as the hips are high, you're going to just kind of walk your shoulders, walk your arms, interlace your fingers. So all your weight is in your arms. Beautiful. Let your hands come down to the ground, so you're kind of pressing your arms. I'm sorry, keep your hands interlaced, but you're kind of pressing your arms into the floor. Lifting your hips a little higher, just watching your belly rise and fall with your breath. Press your left foot into the floor and lift your right leg straight up into the air. Yeah! Beautiful. Rotate that right foot a couple times in one direction, a couple times in the other. And then exhale, bring that right foot right back down. Keep the hips lifted. And inhale that left leg up, pressing the right foot into the floor. Rotate that left foot a little bit. A couple times in both directions. And exhale, left foot down. Inhale the hips a little higher, last breath. And then on the exhale, release the shoulders and just let the spine gently relax back down onto the floor. Take your knees up, right hand on right knee, left hand on left knee, and just rock your knees right to left, massaging the sacrum. Slide your hands to the hamstrings and take some gentle spinal rocks. So become a rocking horse, just rocking along the spine, forward and back. And allow yourself to rock all the way up, bringing the soles of the feet together, coming into bound angle. So with the soles of the, are you okay with your hip? Yeah. I was going to say, definitely. Okay. So here you want to adjust the distance between your heels and your groin so you feel yourself supported in a nice straight back. So notice if your heels are really close, it kind of makes you want to push back. If your heels are far away, it pulls you forward. So you want a nice kind of medium distance so you feel yourself able to sit up straight without holding on to the legs or the knees. And then take the hands to the glutes and just kind of move the God-given cushion away from the sits bones and feel those two bones rooting down. You feel that? Bring your shoulders up to your ears, back and down. Tuck your chin slightly, kind of relax the hips. And then inhale the arms up nice and wide, all the way up overhead, so you've got the two sits bones and the fingertips in relationship as if these are two train tracks. So feel those two train tracks and just relax and breathe. Try to relax the hips, even as you're holding. Paying attention to your body, paying attention to your breath. And on the next exhale, twist over to the right, bringing your left hand on your right knee, right hand behind you, looking over the right shoulder. Walk that right hand a little farther back and play with some fluid movement here. You can bend that right arm, So get some good stretches here, keeping it fluid, exploring what feels good in your body. Again, making that the goal for this class, to feel good in your body. Looking over that right shoulder, maybe a little bit farther, gently pressing the left hand into the right knee. Take one more deep breath and follow this breath through those three parts, through the belly, the rib cage, up to the collarbone. And back down, squeeze everything out on the exhale. Squeeze the navel towards the spine, get all of that breath out. And then on the following inhale, float the hands back up, come back to those train tracks. Oh, we're doing yoga with a little crab. Sometimes they crawl up on the mats. So, yeah, if you move, they run. All right. And exhale over to the other side, twisting left. Right hand comes to the left knee. Left hand comes behind you. And here again, play. Kind of walk that left hand out a little bit, bending the left arm. Find some stretches that feel good. And then come to stillness in the twist and focus on your breath. Strong, deep breath. Take one more breath, follow it through those three parts, belly, rib cage, up to the collarbone. Follow it down as you exhale, squeezing the navel towards the spine. Get every last drop of air out. And as you inhale, float the arms back up. And exhale them down on the outsides of the knees. We're going to stage a fixed fight. So here's the competitors, the legs and the arms. So the fixed fight, the arms win. It's fixed. But we got to make it look good. So you're going to engage your muscles and try to draw the knees up as you press the knees into your arms. Create a little resistance with yourself. All right, make it look good. Don't let anyone know. It seems like the arms are gaining, but give the legs a chance. Make it look like they have a chance. Really create some energy, create some tension. Oh, and I think the arms may have won. Oh, the arms have won. Take the hands to the backs of the legs and just kind of lean back and get comfortable balancing on your glutes again. Where are we balancing? Kind of between sacrum and sits bones. So we're going to move into one version of Navasana or both here. So lean back a little and try to get your shins parallel with the ground. Yep. And then let the arms go, reaching in line with your legs, and lean back a little more, engaging the core. Holding and breathing. Draw your shoulders back and down. You guys, I think you guys look much better than I did here. You want to keep the back nice and straight. My poor grandma, by the time she died, I mean, she was like, she had lost like 2 feet. I know, I think it runs in the family, but she's adorable. Anyway, start to straighten the legs. Coming into what I like to call the flying V. Feeling the core engage. Breathing. And exhale, relax back here. So, so just holding here, that's all right. You can shift right to left. I'm going to do that one more time. Just firing up the core. So it's like getting the motor started. And then lean back again. And stay right here if that feels better. If you want a little more, go for straightening the legs. Relax and breathe. Draw the shoulders back and down. Nice slow breath. And last breath. Exhale, release. Swing the legs to one side, facing this way, coming into a table position. So be careful with your wrists here. Actually, this should help lubricate the wrists a little bit. So we're going to start by walking the hands a little farther forward, a little wider. Bring the hips back to the heels, and we're going to make some slow hip circles. So the knees are the pivot point, hips come all the way back to the heels, all the way right, forward, nice and slow. Enjoying every little degree of this circumference. Take it as slow as you need to. Remember, building on the body. And the next time the hips are back by the heels, go into a puppy stretch with the hips high, drop the chest down towards the floor. You can rest the forehead on the floor and actually roll the forehead right to left. So you want to get that hammock effect where the chest, exactly. The chest is dropping down. You're feeling a stretch down your arms, down your sides. Nice slow deep breath. Yeah, audible sighs. I love it. Yeah, make some sound.
I could break that way.
And then when you're ready, releasing the puppy stretch and then circling in the opposite direction, coming to the left. Nice and slow. And the pause, totally approved. They're cheering us on right now. I've started to learn their language down here so much. Yeah. Keep going, do it. Nice and slow. And the next time the hips are forward, this time we're going to just drop the hips down towards the floor. You can kind of walk them from side to side a little bit and come into a nice and easy cobra. So you want to draw your shoulders back and down, your chest forward, bend the elbows a little bit, and try to imagine you're drawing your heart forward of your shoulders. So drawing shoulders back and down, heart forward, like you're trying to pull your chest forward. Beautiful, exactly. And exhale, onto the floor. Bring one cheek to the floor, look at the ocean or wherever, bring your palms up, and just rock your hips right to left. And stretch your arms up overhead like Superwoman. Bring your chin, nose, or forehead to the floor. And on the next inhale, reach forward through both fingertips, back through both toes, and float the arms and the legs up off the ground. Look about an inch on the ground below your nose. You want to keep the back of your neck long. Yep, you're not looking forward. Exactly. Float. And now take the palms to face away from each other. Like you're parting the sea. Let your palms come out wide and interlace the fingers behind you right above your back. And then stretch looking forward into the jungle. Stretching the shoulders back and down, keeping the legs lifted. And then you can do a little dance. Right to left, making a little figure eight. Stretching out the shoulder blades. Come back to stillness. Maybe inhale a little bit higher. And exhale, one cheek to the floor. Let the palms come up. Relax the knuckle side of the hand down on the floor. Exactly, and I'm going to come around and just give you guys a little sacral rock. So Donna, while I'm rocking Anna, if you want to go into another belly down pose or rest, listen to me. Remember, go on your body. What does your body want? Isn't that nice? Yeah, I'm a big advocate of rest. I think at least the style of yoga that I've kind of developed into teaching is more about erring on the side of lazy than erring on the side of overdoing it. You're welcome. Slowly getting ready to come back up. Slide the hands back beneath the shoulders, bring the chin, the nose, or the forehead to the floor, and press yourself up slowly back through table. Curl the toes under, lift the hips, and come right into your dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, the downward facing dog. We've got beams of sun starting to shine on us, so I think it's only right that we at least try to get one sun salutation in. So begin to pedal the feet, walking the feet up towards the hands. And when you've got all your weight in your legs, try to get the feet right at the top of the mat and just let yourself hang and forward fold. Shake your head no, shake your head yes. Feel your back release in the stream of gravity. Just allow yourself to be like a waterfall. Everything just flowing off your back. And on the next inhalation, like you're doing a reverse swan dive with a flat back, leading with your heart. Come on up. Arms come up, overhead, take a gentle back bend. Exhale the palms down in front of the heart, looking at the waves. Not quite. We'll see them start to come through the keys. So, with the sun salutation, follow your breath. We're not going to go in sync. Exactly. I mean, we might a little, I'll try to do it in a speed that's appropriate for most people, but if your breath is, a little slower, a little faster than how I'm teaching it, that's the most important thing to follow your own breath, and I would do my best to guide in a good speed. So starting with the thumbs resting on the heart, give yourself 3 slow breaths as if you're stoking a fire in your heart. See if you can get that Ujjayi sound, that Darth Vader sounding breath. Like you're breathing right into the heart, like you're stoking a fire there. Inhalation, inhale the arms up. Take a gentle back bend at the top of the breath and swan dive on the exhale. Breathe with the heart coming all the way through. Take the hands to the shins. Inhale halfway up and jackknife or upside down letter L. Exhale, plant the hands and big step back with the right foot. Make sure that you've got 90 degrees under the left knee. Exactly. Get your balance. Wait for the inhale and inhale the arms up. You can drop that back knee exactly. And hold for a breath, looking up at where the sun is coming through the trees. Wait for the next exhale and float the hands down on the exhale. Hold the breath out and walk the left foot back to the right. Exactly. Drop the hips and plank. Your shoulders to your heels are like a 2x4. Get nice and straight. And let the knees come down. Let the hips come back to the heels. And imagine you've got a tiny ball at the tip of your nose and you're rolling that ball in a straight line up through in between your hands. Pressing up into upward dog. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. And try to get the legs, the knees to float off the ground. Looking up, drawing your shoulders back and down. So press the tops of the feet into the floor. So yeah, exactly. And try to get the legs off the ground. And then exhale, lifting the hips, pressing the hands into the floor, going back into the downward dog. Just drop the chest towards the thighs, move the heels back and down, spread the fingers nice and wide, and let the chest drop kind of like a helmet. So the chest is dropping down towards the thighs, the heels are back, fingers are spread nice and wide. Now we walk the right foot back, now we're going to walk the right foot forward. So bring all the weight into the left foot, bring the right toes to the floor. Stretch the right leg straight back out behind you. Reach the right toes as far as you can back. And then shifting your weight forward, draw your right knee towards your nose. Lift and see if you can plant that right foot between the hands. Taxi it up there with the right foot. Get nice with that right knee and get your, so Anna, bring your left foot a little closer up. Yeah, that might help with balance a little bit. Walk the right foot up, so keep 90 degrees under that right knee. Test your balance by lifting your hands an inch or so up, and then wait for the inhale to inhale the arms all the way up into high lunge, and just hold for a breath. Nothing wrong with dropping that knee. Finding your balance. And wait for the next exhale to float the hands back down. Walk the left foot up next to the right, and that's half of the sun salute. Inhale up with a flat back. Take the palms to touch. Exhale down in front of the heart. And 3 slow breaths like you're stoking the fire. Now starting to see those sunbeams coming. So sun salutation, saluting the sun. Consider for a moment the sun, that without this ball of fire that rises every day, there would be no life. It's very simple. So we're saluting this big ball of energy that makes life possible. On the next inhalation, lift the arms. Gentle back bend, and then exhale, swan dive forward. Take the hands to the shins, inhale halfway up with a flat back, upside down letter L, and then exhale, plant the hands, big step back with the left foot. Make sure that the right knee is directly over the ankle, get your balance, and then inhale the arms up. Holding. And wait for the exhale to float the arms back down. Hold the breath out for a moment and step the right foot back next to the left. Resume the breath and we're just going to hold plank. So drop the hips, get your back like a 2x4. Exactly. Shoulders to heels like a 2x4. Notice as you breathe nice and slow that the core is getting really fired up here. So you're getting that benefit of a sit-up without really moving, just staying in plank. And exhale, knees to the floor, hips back to heels, and just hang out in extended child for a moment. Bring your forehead to the floor, and give a gentle sacral press. And down into the sacral press. Sliding the hands back below the shoulders, pressing back up through table, curling the toes under, lifting the hips, coming into your dog. Pedal the feet, walk the hands, and find a position where you feel like your weight is evenly distributed between these 4 points, between the hands and the feet. And then just hold your dog still for 3 slow breaths, allowing your chest to drop down towards your thighs, your heels pressing back and down. Shake your head no, shake your head yes, just let your head be nice and loose in the stream of gravity. Feel your breath moving through those 3 parts. Feel your breath expanding the rib cage. When the bones are in your body alive, they're not brittle white like those Halloween bones. They're actually a glowing kind of fuchsia color, and they're soft like a young branch that will bend. So as you breathe, your ribs are bending a little, expanding to make room for the lungs. Let the weight come into the right foot, bring the left toes to the floor, breathe into the back of the right leg, and then extend the left leg straight back. Oh, sorry. And look at that empty space between your hands. shift the weight forward, take the left knee towards the nose, and plant the left foot between your hands. Taxi it up there with the left hand, exactly. Beautiful. Get your balance, drop the back knee if you need to, and inhale up. Floating, relaxing, looking up at the sun. And exhale, hands down by either side of the left foot. Walk the right foot up to the left. And inhale up with a reverse down dive, flat back. Take a gentle back bend. Palms come to touch. And now exhale. Down in front of the heart. Take a couple breaths. We're going to do one more here. So we're not going to stop as much. We're just kind of going to go one more, and then we'll go back down on the ground. So this is it for the energizing part, so you know to gauge your energy. So with the hands at the heart, looking up at that sun. And exhale completely. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway up past the shins. Exhale, big step back with the right foot. Drop the knee if you need to, and inhale up. Exhale, right back down. Plant the hands, left foot walks back to the right. And drop the knees, take the hips back to the heels, and imagine you're rolling a little ball at the tip of your nose, up between your hands, straighten out the arms, press the tops of the feet into the floor, up dog. Beautiful. Exhale, up into down dog, lifting the hips, roll up and over the toes, heels come back, shift the weight into your left foot, look at that empty space, shift your weight forward, shoulders over the wrists, and walk the right foot as far as you can up, take it up so there's 90 degrees. Drop the left knee if you need to, and inhale up. Exhale, right back down. Walk the left foot up to the right, and inhale up with a flat back. Gentle back bend, palms come to touch. Exhale, palms down to the heart, go right into the other side. Inhale, arms up overhead. Gentle back bend. Exhale, swan dive forward. Take the hands to the shins, inhale halfway up. And exhale, big step back with the left foot. Get your balance, drop the left knee if you need to, and inhale up. Exhale down. Hold the breath out, walk the right foot back next to the left, hold plank. Let go of the breath, drop the knees, hips come back to the heels. And roll that a little imaginary ball on the tip of the nose. Feeling the hands coming into up dog. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. Nice strong straight arms. Lift the hips, roll up and over the toes. Down dog. Shift the weight into the right foot. Look at that empty space. Bring your shoulders forward, knee to the chin, and walk the left foot up between the hands. Get your balance. Drop the right knee if you need to, and then inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms down. Walk the right foot up next to the left. And inhale up. Take a gentle back bend. Palms come to touch. Exhale the palms down in front of the heart. Take a deep breath in. And exhale the arms down by your sides and begin to shake. So this is this I lied. This is the last thing we're going to do before we go down on the ground. So begin to shake. I did a retreat this winter. I went to England and reunited with an old friend I hadn't seen in a long time. Huh? You live in London? Yeah, I stayed in southeast London in Lewisham.
Yep.
And this retreat was actually near the area where the crop circles were, which is why I was asking you about that. So it's a movement that started in Bali with this Balinese guy, but it's spread all over the world. Actually, Australia, there's quite a big community, and they have big retreats in Rome and all over the world. Hasn't quite hit America yet, but it's kind of become this thing. So for New Year's, I did a shaking retreat with about 100 other people in this like big old house in the countryside of England. And we shook like this for about 4 hours a day in hour segments to crazy house music.
Yep.
And when I first was doing it, I was like, because they have big pictures of this Balinese guy that started it, like a guru, you know, so I was kind of like, oh man, this is weird. But I gotta tell you, I just surrendered. I was like, well, I'm here, I'm gonna go for it. And it was awesome. After 5 days, I felt like amazing.
Yeah.
So this is a very old practice actually that they do in Tai Chi and Qigong, where you just shake with no real plan. You just kind of let your body shake. So we're gonna do this for not quite an hour, just a couple more minutes. And I like to end it with a little bit of a crescendo. So I'll give a little kind of count up to end it. Let me not face you guys so you can really get into it. Just keep moving, keep shaking. Sound is always good. Maybe that anteater will come. So as best as you can, stay with the slow breath, you know, stay paying attention to it being slow and even. Do the count up. So 10 is loco. We're going to go to loco. All right, so gauge it that way. We're going to start at 1, build it 2, 3, 4. Come on, go for it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Just easy, relax. Just lay right down. Lay right down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down and feel your aliveness. Feel this energy in your body. Let your breath return to normal. Notice the sensations. Notice this feeling of being alive. Now let this feeling move you into any final stretch that will help you feel complete in your practice. So maybe you want to just stay in stillness, or notice if your body wants to move, and give your body whatever it wants. So take the next couple minutes or so to give yourself any final stretch. I'm not going to give specific guidance, just to listen to your body and notice what your body wants to do right now. So I think both of you guys are on the same page. So we're going to go right into Savasana. I'm going to try to sing you into a state of surrender and relaxation. So I hope you enjoy it. Know that this time is your time to receive, to do absolutely nothing. So even let the willful breath go and just allow yourself to go on to automatic pilot. Relax, relax, relax. All the benefits you've just created for yourself with your practice, with your conscious breath, and with your movement. Begin to deepen your breath. Notice how you feel. Notice the quality of your physical body, the quality of your mental body, and the quality of your emotional body. And if that's changed or shifted since we started this practice about an hour ago. So what's your weather report now? Like the cat watching the mouse hole, what thoughts are there now? And do you notice any physical sensations that are, what is your body talking to you? Physically. So slowly inviting movement back into the body, just wiggle your fingers and your toes. Start. And allow that wiggling to move up the arms and up the legs, taking you into any stretch that feels good. Maybe a good Rumi style stretch with the arms overhead, stretching the legs out wide, maybe little twists side to side. And slowly work your way over into a fetal position on one side. So get cozy with yourself, curl up. This is the end of your date, but not the end of spoiling yourself with your attention. Make that intention to pay more attention to yourself throughout the day, to know when you need to give yourself a timeout. So in this fetal position, it often conjures feelings of being a child again, of being nurtured, of feeling safe, of feeling protected. So as adults, it's up to us to do that for ourselves. We have to be our own good parents. We have to tell ourselves when it's time to eat our vegetables, when we have to go to bed early, when no, you can't go to that party. So feeling that sense of your own parent within yourself, being a good parent to yourself, loving yourself in that same unconditional way that we love our children or pets or, you know, family members, children in our life, things that we care for. Feeling that same sense of responsibility with yourself. Being a good parent to yourself. And slowly bring yourself up to a seated position, facing the sun again. Get comfy, and we're just going to close the class in about a minute of seated meditation, which is the whole reason why this practice of yoga was created, to prepare the body for seated meditation. So we can handle a minute. So we'll just practice that together. So get comfortable, settle in. Just watch your breath, watch your thoughts, pay attention to yourself, and allow whatever's there to be there in silence and stillness. rest on the chest. And then drop the chin down towards your chest and take a couple breaths of thanks, giving thanks for your body, giving thanks for your mind, giving thanks for your breath, your life. If you're stoking a fire in your heart, a fire of gratitude, just giving thanks for whatever else comes up for you that you feel thankful for. Keeping the palms at the heart and just looking around, giving thanks for each other. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Anna. Namaste.